I know in Madrid, the metro, it's known for, especially in the center of Madrid, for pickpocketing really, really bad. I mean, it doesn't matter if your purse zips or clasps or you have it in your front pocket or your back pocket, you won't even know. And they'll take whatever they can get. And so I know for me, I bought, it's a little bit nerdy, but I bought a travel safe purse. And so the zipper, when I zipped it, it also like hooked on to a little, I don't know, a little hook. And so it's like, in order for someone to have pickpocketed me, they would have had to undo this little tricky hook and then unzip it, which would have taken them a lot more effort. And that actually worked for me. When I was in Rome, I had 3 girls who were probably 14 to 16 years old. You would never think that they would be the type to come up and steal from you. And basically, I was on this crowded metro in Rome, and one girl came up to me on the left side and she picked up my watch and she said, time. So I said, oh yeah, it's 2:38 or whatever it was. And so I put my arm down, she lifted it back up and started like counting the numbers around. And I was like, what is she doing? Little did I know there were 2 of her friends on the other side of me pulling at my purse, and they couldn't get it unzipped because of that hook. They couldn't figure out how to get it like unbuckled. And so those 2 that were on my side, they ended up like jumping off the metro, and that girl did too, jumped off the metro right before we actually left. So when everyone was getting on, they did that. They jumped off, and then a man said, you might want to check your money. And luckily they didn't get anything, but only because I had that travel safe. So, I mean, it's definitely not always a sketchy, weird looking person. It can be 14 to 16-year-old girls who you think are completely normal, but are trying to pickpocket you. So it's like you always have to be aware of everything that's going on around you, and especially in city centers, tourist areas, just anywhere that you wouldn't seem like a native. But I mean, I experienced that a lot. My roommate got her phone stolen. Our other friend got her wallet stolen. And those were in the very city center of Madrid. So you definitely have to be careful and kind of have a sixth sense. I think I always tried to kind of look over my shoulders and just be aware of who was around me, which is not something I ever thought to do, because in Stillwater, Oklahoma, you don't have to really worry about that. But I mean, if I was sitting in a cafe, I would look at the people around me and, see a hair color, an eye color, things like that. Just try to be aware of who's there. And not even people that you would like expect to do something like that. So yeah, I think you have to be aware.